Hello, it's Athena, and today I'm going to be doing a sort of an English style terraced house. I was going to do one house and then I thought, well, terraced houses are pretty English. So I can't just do one terrace house because then it wouldn't be a terrace house. It would be a detached house. So this is sort of like, obviously I haven't done loads in a row. I've just done two. And I thought it would be really cool. Because, us English people we don't all live in terrace houses, but I lived in one terrace house, maybe two, I don't know, maybe when I was a baby. But I used to live in a terrace house, and if you don't know what a terrace house is, I don't know if you don't know what it is, but it's a load of houses just bunched together in a row, and that's a terraced house. So in England we have them literally everywhere. It's mainly a high street thing, I'd say. But, there's cul-de-sacs and places like that, I guess. Maybe cul-de-sacs don't actually have them. I'm not really sure. So this is a terrace house. So I'm trying to figure out the roofs at the moment. I wanted them to be pretty symmetrical, but not too symmetrical. So you'll see in a minute that they've both completely different ends of the spectrum when it comes to houses. And I didn't know if it was a good idea or not, because, yeah, but we'll see. We'll see what you think. Oh, this roofing bit really annoyed me. I don't know what to do. I was like trying all different sizes, I was doing my head in. So yeah, I wish I would have done more terraced houses though. Maybe I'll add them on later. Maybe I could add them on in the ends. And that would be good. Because then you could have loads of houses, but that would be pretty hard to play. And then you wouldn't be able to have so many people in one family. So you might have to have just like a couple live in one, and then you could have like a family live in the other. So I finally figured out the roofs at the front. They're not exactly what I was going for, but I found the windows the hardest bit. I found it really hard to find the right style of windows for what we'd have in England. And I was trying to go with one side was a bit sort of worn down, and then the other side was quite maybe like a renovated terraced house. But I was thinking this one on the left, that was more like an end of terrace house, so the end house on the row. And then the one next to it on the right is the one, maybe it's maybe got like 5 others on the other side. So I'm trying to get my words out. So I've just spent about 2.5 hours doing this, and now I'm knackered. I haven't even done the inside, so I'm really sorry, but it's just the outside, just for now. So yeah, you can tell like the windows are really difficult. I'm still not happy with them, but I didn't want to include any custom content because I thought that's really annoying sometimes when there's custom content and then it doesn't download properly, and I really wanted a good picket fence, but there was no chance. It was just this little fence, and I don't really like it either. I wanted a proper style, English style picket fence, or a nice wire gate. There might be some in all the other packs that I haven't got. So now I'm just drawing. I'm not drawing it, am I? I was just doing like a little alleyway. You see them quite a lot in England. There's like alleyways on the side of terrace houses. So where that alleyway is, there might be a house right adjoined to that alleyway. And then I put a little archway in a minute, so you can sort of walk down. I don't really know the purpose for them. Maybe to get to the back gate. I don't really know, but it's very Englishy. I always look at it as quite Englishy. So I'm just trying to figure out, I think I'd change this later. I didn't want it to be so symmetrical. I know I should have changed the doors as well. See, all these things that you look back on after you've done it, and you're like, should have done that. And my son is away today again, which is so lovely, because I never get time by myself. I hate all those finicky bits. Oh, it does my head in. So am I doing the back now? Am I doing the back? Oh, I am. Okay, so in England if you have a terrace house, you've probably got quite a long garden. You don't usually, there are probably like big wide gardens out there, but it's usually quite a long garden. And then you have these little, it's not like completely flat at the back as some are, but most of them have, because they're built in Victorian times, I'm guessing maybe an extension, or I don't really know what's the reason behind it, but they have like an extended bit of the building. So I still can't get my words out. An extended bit of the building, but usually it has a kitchen or something inside of it in this bit on the left hand side. And then I thought I'd do a smaller one on the other side, because you've got to make it different. I did intend to do one house, but oh well. Now choosing the paving. I'm really not fond of the colours at the moment. This is one of my favourites. I always use this one. I always think it looks really quite sleek. And then I needed to bring the fence around somehow, so I did that. And then, the windows at the back. This took me ages as well. It's just so difficult, especially when things aren't symmetrical. I find it really difficult because you just don't know where they're going to go, and you want to mix it up a bit. I didn't want to use all the same windows because I thought, I don't know what I thought, but I thought that I should use different windows. I'm finding this really hard to talk for so long, just talking about random stuff. I always think Deligracy, she does it so well. She just talks and talks. And I'm just rambling on about nothing. I didn't like them windows at the side either. Didn't like them. Wanted to get rid of them. I also sound really posh on video, on recording. I don't actually sound like this. I'm trying to pronounce everything so I don't sound like a commoner. And I'm actually a commoner. This is my polite voice. If you'd watched my other YouTube videos, I think my voice is a little bit different. I hope it's a little bit different. So just putting some bushes out the front of the houses. I kind of mismatched. I can never stick to one bit. I do one thing and then I'm no, I need to change something at the back. And then that's where I change it. So I thought that gravel looked a bit sort of worn. Oh no, there we go. I've changed it again. That's great. Constantly changing my mind. And then I realised that the back path didn't match the other bit of the back path, and I just kept it like that. So I think by now I decided on what I wanted the houses to look like, and this house is going to be a bit of a hoarder's house, I think. Yeah, it turned out really messy in the end. Well, as messy as Sims can let you, as messy as you can get in Sims, because I find it a little bit difficult because everything's so cleaned up. Yeah. Oh yeah, so I was literally just placing junk everywhere. I thought, I'll stick that there. That'll do there. What would you see outside a house that would go, ugh? And that sounded really horrible. Not ugh, but just untidy. A bit of a hoarder house. Some balls that have been thrown into the garden. And I thought maybe a house, I'm thinking a family of maybe 5 is going to live in this house. Maybe more. Maybe I think only a couple is going to live in the house next door. Oh no, I think I planned for them to have a kid. Yes, yeah, they have a kid. So this is going to be the cleanish, tidyish garden. It's going to be quite, I'm feeling like a stay-at-home mum. Or if she's not a stay-at-home mum, then she definitely has a nanny and a cleaner. Because there's no way. Well, there probably is. It just means not playing Sims and actually cleaning your house. I really liked that gravel as well. I thought that was quite English. Quite English. It looked English. and I couldn't decide whether to put a tree, but I thought the tree sort of hid half of the house, so I stuck the trees there. No, oh, where did I find it? Ah, there we go. It didn't really, it's sort of a Japanese style, but I thought it looked really pretty in the front garden. Sorry, I'm drinking Coke as well, if you can hear me slurping. What was I doing now? Oh, fixing out the outside. It's really strange when you're not doing the interior. I was going to do the interior, but it took me 2.5 hours, so I was like, nah, not doing it. I think when it's a speed build, you're actually supposed to move pretty fast. But yeah, oh well. I was taking my time. I wanted it to be perfect. Can't get my words out. I wanted it to be perfect. So I'm trying to make the right-hand house pretty messy. I didn't want it to be neat and tidy, and that wasn't the aim of the house. So I'm just like piling stuff in, anything I could find, and just placing random. I didn't really know what stuff, because The Sims is quite neat in itself. Like, everything's sort of clean cut, all the objects are. And then I was like, oh, grass. So what would you say about an untidy house? I'd say lots of long grass and like random overgrown plants and all that sort of stuff. I thought that would do. Yeah, I really like it. And I don't go for untidy. Like, I never build an untidy house. I never go, I'm going to build an untidy house. But I'm really looking forward to making the family and doing all the traits and stuff, because it's going to be good. It's going to be good. And maybe the neighbours will hate each other because the clean side are sick and tired of looking over the fence. Oh, terrible garden. And then the other side are like, right, mate. Yeah, football. That's really bad. Yeah, football. I don't know what else they might like. Maybe they don't even like football. Maybe they don't have a TV. Maybe they can't afford a TV. Or maybe I'll make them really poor. And maybe I'll make them work up, and then I'll make the other ones lose their jobs, and then they'll end up having to swap houses, or one house will really badly deteriorate. Oh, this is going to be so much fun. I'm really excited for this. I always find it difficult though when you're 2 families and 2 houses on one plot. I wish Sims would figure out a way to sort of sort that out. Maybe you could have, I don't know, I don't even know how you do it. It's livable, it's doable. So now I'm doing the nice side of the houses. The nice side of the houses. And I find this harder. I find it harder because you don't know where to put things, and you want things, again, I'm such a symmetrical person. I get really annoyed by not symmetrical things, unsymmetrical things. Maybe I should be talking about the actual plot. Oh, I liked that basketball hoop as well. I thought I'd stick it there, so maybe, when the dad goes away to work or the mum goes away to work, that the kids could play. Or kids. I think they've got 1 kid. I'm going to say 1, because I feel like it's a 1-child house. Unless they've got a nanny. I'm going to get so many people in the comments be like, my house is immaculate. I'll be like, teach me. I need to know your secret. I thought a fountain would be nice as well. I thought that might have been their plan 2 years ago. They saved up for a fountain. Well, not saved up. Maybe they don't need to save up. Maybe they've got so much money. But then if you've got so much money, wouldn't you have a bigger house? Who knows? Maybe they've got it all in cryptocurrency. Like my other half. Yeah, maybe they've got that. I thought the llama went pretty well there. Little llama, little plant pot. And again, who doesn't love a plant pot? And another plant pot. I know they're indoor plants, but I thought they looked pretty cool outside. And what are we doing now? Oh, we're adding in a barbecue. Because I thought, yeah, maybe they'd have a barbecue. Maybe they wouldn't use it that much. But maybe they've had big family. Maybe they've got quite a big family and they have their family round. And then they have barbecues. Yeah, I like that idea. fixing the fence, doing that, doing that. This is really difficult. Talking for this long. I'm not even halfway through. Or maybe I am. No, I'm nearly done. So it's coming to the end now. Near enough. Oh, I tried to add them pipes. I added them on the side. I thought they looked okay there, but then I tried to add them around the other side and they just didn't work. Just didn't work. So if you want to see me do the interior of this, then let me know. I mean, I'm not amazing at Sims, but I like Sims. And I think I do an okay job. Not a bad job, but not a great job. So yeah, I might do the interior tomorrow. I don't know. I might record it. Only if people want to see it though. There we go. And some little pictures. Don't know why I put on that accent. Some little pictures. I'm not 100% happy with it. I feel like the brick could have been a different colour, but it was really difficult choosing because I didn't want it bright orange, and that seems to be the only option sometimes in Sims is like bright orange. But what can you do? I'm loving the messy garden. Loving it. Loving it. There's a rocket ship kit there as well. Thought I'd add that in there. So I hope you enjoyed, and that's it really. Bye guys!